Hey there guys, Intercast here, aka JediBro95. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. In this video is going to be the start of, I don't want to say it's like the wrap up of 2K20, but I am going to be doing that type of a series come later this week. I'll probably have like 3 or 4 videos before the 21 demo comes out, but I actually just want to talk about like 5 things I expect to see in NBA 2K21. So basically, like things that I want to see, or a matter of fact, I expect to see in 2K21 because we as a community have been vocalizing our opinions about these things all year and even last year. Now, this is not going to be mentioning any confirmed news, like, everybody knows Quick Draw's not coming back. Basically all that shit. No, this is going to be like for things that haven't been confirmed to be in the game or not in the game, and these are things I want to see. Um, Obviously, what I expect to see in 2K21. So if you have any other expectations that you want to see in 2K21, obviously drop them in the comment section below, gentlemen. But with that being said, thing number one that I expect to see in NBA 2K21 is I expect to see better, more balanced gameplay. Okay, this year, slashing and defense were the two best things in 2K20. Don't get me wrong, the game was fun and it had some It definitely did have some problems, but in terms of like overall gameplay, like if slashing and defense are going to be as OD as they were, good, that's fine. But make shooting and playmaking even more um, over OP in 21. You like make those things more apparent in this game because in the next game because it's pretty clear that outside of those two things, everything else was mid to good at best, depending on the player that you were, and the player that the archetype that you played. So I hope that 2K does give us more balanced gameplay. The second thing I expect to see in NBA 2K21, I expect to see more builds. I expect to see more builds, more pie charts, more customizable pie chart options. Um, more badge points given out to each category per archetype, like, and also I don't want to have to waste precious attribute points to get extra badges for specific categories. Like, I should not have to waste precious attribute upgrades to get extra shooting badges or finishing badges or playmaking badges. Like, mainly upgrading like post moves and all that shit. Like, I feel like that should be its own separate pie chart category, and I think it should be its own extra pie chart as well, along with the badges and all that shit. So I expect it to see in 2K21, and I also expect to see more badge points given out for the pie charts. The next thing on this list that I want to see for NBA that I expect to see for NBA 2K21 are better rep rewards. Okay, like, I understand we had some decent rep rewards this year. Elite One, you got a new My Court, and you got the ability to get things first, which was cool. And then when you hit Legend is when you got 10 extra badge points per category. Don't get me wrong, that was a dope ass upgrade, and that was a dope ass thing to earn, but I do personally feel as if we should get badge upgrades as we're repping up. Like, for example, if we hit Pro 1, maybe we get two extra badges per category, and then maybe All-Star 1, we get 2 extra badges. Superstar, we get extra badge points. Because if you go Pro 1, 2 extra badges, Pro All-Star 1 extra badges, so that makes it 4. Superstar 1 extra badges, Elite 1 extra badges, and then Legend final 2 extra badges. That's 10 right there, divided amongst 5 reps. Or even if you want to just make it so that way, you know, make it so that way you can get extra badge points even at like rookie tier. Or upgrading to like rookie 2 or some shit. That's fine. I don't care. Like, as long as we get like good rewards spread throughout, and that's the main one, because I do want to be able to get more badge points as I rep up in the neighborhood, and that would actually give more players an incentive to grind. Because let's be honest, like I feel like unless you're a hardcore 2K gamer with nothing else to do, you're not grinding to Legend to get those extra 10 badge points, guys. You're just not. So why not give us players who aren't gonna grind all the way to Legend extra badge points? Like give us more of an incentive to want to get on and say, hey, you know what? I just want to grind to Superstar 3 or some shit. Anyways, the next thing that I want to talk about that I expect to see in NBA 2K21 is I expect to see non-shooting builds bricking. I expect to see people with a 53-point shot bricking threes consistently. I expect people to with a 44 3-point shot to never greenlight a three ever. Okay, like that is ridiculous. That ruins the balancing of the game, and that should just never be a thing in 2K anymore. That should be dead, ancient history, and should not be existent in this game. And for those of you that sit there and say, oh, well, if you know your shot and time it well, you should be able to make it every single time, then what would be the point of ratings? Seriously, what is the point of ratings if you're going to just say then that should be the case? Like, please explain to me what your purpose of ratings is going to be. Anyways, thing number 5 on this list. I'm actually probably going to go more than 5. I want to see better rep methods, not rewards, but I don't want to have to throw lobs to get the most optimal amount of rep, or catch lobs to get the most optimal amount of rep. I don't want to see that in 2K21. I want to see rep being decided by teammate grade and overall game performance instead of just by who can throw the most lobs in a game and who can catch the most lobs in a game. Because that is not worth that is completely tedious, it is predictable, and it ruins the fun because you want to throw a lob in transition, well then nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to let you do that because they're going to just play the lob, and you can't make highlights or mixtapes with Lob City type of gameplay because everybody is going to stop the lobs. So 2K, you just need to change that. Just make it so that way, obviously, teammate grade and overall stats in a game matter more to your rank up to your rep upgrades than, you know, who could double tap triangle the most or why, depending on your console. The next mistake, gentlemen, this is just specific. I can't even talk. This is specifically addressed to my career, but 2K cannot make the mistake of not allowing us to earn endorsement VC after our rookie year. Did anybody notice that after your rookie year in 2K20, you didn't earn any more endorsement VC in the game? You earned nothing. You got no other events. You got no other incentives. You basically, well, not incentives, no other rewards. You got your events for your contract and your rookie season, and then that was it. You got nothing else. At least with 2K19, granted there weren't that many, but you still could get like 4 events throughout the year. Whereas 2K20, you can't do that. Like, what is that? That's just kind of weird. I think that's just pure lazy by 2K, and they just need to fix that. Anyways, also, next thing on this list that I want to talk about that I hope to see in 2K21, I hope to see the actual rec center, like the Jordan rec center from 2K15, not this garbage ass rec center that we have this year in the black and red. Now I know the logo has been confirmed to come back and the rec is returning, which is great because I like playing 5v5 basketball, but I am not a fan of this idea of the matchmaking system. I am okay with matchmaking system in Pro-Am, but for the rec center, I want it to be an extension of the park. I want the rec center to be 5v5, a park extended type of gameplay. Then where we don't have to wear jerseys either, where we play as our regular characters and we just walk around, try and find games and shit, and we wait like it did in 2K15. That was fucking brilliant, and it's one of the best things about 2K15 was the walk-aroundable rec center. I should not have to do matchmaking. Now, I get it. Matchmaking gets you into games a hell of a lot quicker, and I can agree as to why people would have that. But I think, if you're going to keep the matchmaking part of the rec center, at least get rid of the jerseys. Get rid of the team black and the team white. Make it so that way we're wearing our normal street clothes. Because, I mean, who would, like, that would open up some great content ideas. Because, like, one of the videos I wanted to do this year, I don't know if we're going to be able to pull it off for you guys just because of the time left in the game. But I wanted to make a Houston Rockets invasion of the rec center where me and my boys will all dress up in Houston Rockets gear and make our characters look exactly like Rockets players, and we go and take on people 5v5 in the rec center, and we play like the actual Houston Rockets, 5-out spread, myself and another person isoing and just kicking out for threes. Like, that is something I want to try. And think about that. You could have teams like the Lakers invade the rec center. You could have the Clippers invade the rec center. You could have, the Bucks invade the rec center. Like, there's so much possible content ideas you could have for the rec center if you take out these team black and team white uniforms. So I think that should be in 2K21, I mean. And I hope that I hope that is just something that will be added, because that is definitely something that I would like to see. One last thing before I go, gentlemen. One thing I do want to see in for NBA 2K21. This is also not been, well, obviously none of this has been confirmed, but this is something I want to see for 2K21. I want to see less spamming. I want Mike Wang to confirm that there is a punishment for spamming this year, because overall this year there was no punishment for spamming. There really was not. People could just spam the square button until their heart's content, regardless if they had pickpocket or not. I think it should be controlled in both the park and the rec center. For park, I think it should be after one reach and foul, you shoot free throws for your entire team. For the rest of the game of 21, I've honestly felt this way for years, because I feel like this would control and eliminate a lot of the spamming in the park. And as for rec center and pro-am, because the quarters are so short and only 5 minutes, I think they should make the foul limits 3 team fouls, and then you're at the line. Personally, I think that would be dope. Or maybe 4 if you want to get the extra foul in there. Okay, fine. But I think 3 or 4 team fouls and your team is shooting free throws. I think that would control the spamming. I think that would actually teach people how to play defense instead of relying on their square button. Because, yeah, like I am so sick of people spamming square and not getting punished for it. Like, there has to be punishments for square spamming. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, be sure to smack a like on this video. Comment your opinions or thoughts if you have any. Subscribe if you are new. And with that out of the way, I'm out. Peace. Oh yes, one more thing before I do end up finishing off this video. One last thing that I do expect to see in 2K21, I did forget to mention this, is the ability to change our takeovers. I fully expect to see that in 2K21 because we were basically told that we could this year, and we were lied to. And that is unexcusable. That is completely disrespectful to the community as a whole to lie to us about that. And so I fully expect us to be able to change our takeovers in 2K21 because we never got them this year. But with that being said, now I'm out. Peace.